What's good everyone, and welcome back to another video. If you are new around here, then please drop a like on the video and also subscribe, as it would be greatly appreciated. If you could also drop a follow on my Twitter, where I post more regular updates on my lineups, transfer news, any injury news I find out, just to help you guys out along the way as well. And we're trying to build a nice strong community of Sorare users that can just discuss, talk, trade, do what we can possibly do in order to get the most out of the platform itself. And if you are new to Sorare, then please utilize the link in the description down below to sign up. And when you sign up, you get some benefits and I get some benefits as well. So today's episode is just going to be going through the game week. So building my lineups. There isn't too much within the lineups themselves. Like when we actually look at the players I have available, I obviously have the MLS stack, which is what I'm going to be playing with, and then there's a few players, for example Thomas Jock Deng, and actually Sinan Bakis, who is actually a reward of mine. I got him a while back. He wasn't playing. He is starting to get a little bit of game time. I don't really know what's going on with him, but he has some previously pretty good scores. And like I said, I also have Thomas Jock Deng for Australia, who I don't think he played today. Australia were playing today. Yeah, didn't play, just stayed on the bench. Australia won 2-0 against Lebanon. You can see how the defenders did. Some very good scores there. 81% chance of him starting. So we can have a quick look actually when we go over to... Yeah, they haven't even listed the lineups yet, so no point with regards to that. But what we're going to be focusing on is going to be Champion America. So what I've done is I actually looked on Sorare and I compared the last game week as to what was going on, as to which would be more kind of viable and which would be better for myself, whether it would be better to play Champion America Limited or to play All-Star Limited. And the difference between getting a reward is about 30 points. So obviously I want to win a reward this week. The only lineup I'm putting out is going to be the Portland Timbers stack, the MLS boys, and so I want to have the best opportunity possible. So obviously with that 30 point swing, we're going to be choosing the Champion America Limited. There is obviously also the new MLS Specialist Limited that starts this weekend. I have not invested into the MLS Specialist Limited. Main reason being is just the amount that it is costing. Like for example, when we look at someone like Santiago Moreno and we look at his price point, so for example I bought him a while back for £3.75. His card at the moment is £15. So firstly, great investment on my end, but that's for that old season card. His new season card, auction £50, £49, instant buy £43, public offer £52. Yes, he does score very well, and he has been scoring very well. When we look at since coming back, he's got 17 AA, 23 AA, 23 AA, 2 decisives in this game. He's a good player. But even if we look at someone, let's say, that isn't as good, for example, let's take an Eric Miller, who is just the starting left back, but his scores, okay, he got an assist in the DC United game, shot 18 AA, 3 AA, 2 AA, nothing crazy, just one of those defenders. And we have a look at his price graph. Now, obviously, I got him a little while back for 39p. Someone bought his Nashville card for 57p. But even him here, £2.50 for a card that is likely not to win you a reward. So, obviously, with the MLS Specialist being played, there's so much financial gain to get from that, which I understand why the players' prices have boomed and why everything is looking the way it is looking. However, personally, I'm not going to put another £150 on the game for a chance to win. Of course, yes, the top threshold this week is £1,000, but the amount of money you'd have to have, because you know who's going to win that, is going to be someone that has a full collection. Every single player is minted. It's just not going to happen. So we are just going to stick to Champion America Limited. I also feel like a lot of people, by looking at, like I said, the cards that have been, look how many cards since it started, from here all the way to here, probably 30 cards there. They are most likely from people that are entering the MLS specialist, and hopefully they're pulling out their teams that are in Champion America. So hopefully there are less teams in Champion America, and thus it's also going to be slightly easier to get a high reward. Obviously that swings and roundabouts because the MLS Specialist Limited is only 4 new season cards with, I think it's 3 new season and 2 old season if I'm correct in thinking. But going through this lineup, so it is a tough one. Firstly, Kripau and if we look at defence, Kamal Miller are both on international duty for Canada. I think they're just friendly games for Canada, which is why they're not showing up. And this is where one of my old videos comes back into play. If you want to go watch that, then go check it out. And that's the versatility of having 2 keepers, having the starting keeper and having the backup keeper. James Pantemis is going to be playing this weekend. We have a look at him. He played a few weeks back. They conceded, but he still shot 45, which is a decent score for a keeper. He cost me a whopping £5.47. His last sale was old season card £4.16. The newest season card around the £10 price mark, and we're looking the last week. To be honest, there hasn't been too much fluctuation. Surprisingly, I would have thought his price might have gone up ever so slightly with it being linked that right. Portland Timbers are third. They're playing at home against Philadelphia Union. Chances are getting clean sheet should be high. He's going to be starting. He'll be going to the team. Like I said, Kamal Miller is away with Canada, which means Eric Miller will be playing, will be starting and going into the team. I'm using also as well Play Sharper. Obviously we can see here in Play Sharper how the team's looking, what is going on. Next up, in midfield. Now, it's a catch-22 here because I do have a few players. Moreno and Evander have been scoring very well. Obviously Moreno scoring very well indeed. Evander missed a big opportunity last week, but he also did score an incredible goal 2 weeks ago. Diego Chara is most likely to play. Eric Williamson says he's still injured, but he did come off the bench the other week. And then Yimi Chara, they are playing 20th. Junior are playing 20th place. He's one of those cards where it's so hit and miss whether I play him or not. When you look at him, like he scored in the last game week, came on for 18 minutes, shot 10 AA, shot 60 decisive. And when he was playing, when he started with the team, 21 decisive and a goal. Okay, away from home, not as good. At home, goal, 29 AA. Away from home, not too good. At home, pretty good. At home, pretty good. They're playing they are playing away from home. So, but then they are playing the worst team in the league. And predicted 61% start on the bench, 39% in the starting lineup. What I may do is I may make an all-star team. I may make like a cap 20 team actually and chuck him in, to be honest, because you never know. And we'll do that today actually, because it's one of those where I don't want to risk it on my Champion America team, but he could start, he could score 80 points and I'd regret it. But anyway, we're going to put Santiago Moreno in. Then up top we have Asprilla. Asprilla has got a 60% chance of starting. Mora is coming back from injury, 20%, and they have also signed a new striker from America. If we go to Portland Timbers, I don't know if he's going to be on their roster already. Let's have a look. Forwards, no, so he's not on the roster at the moment. But they did sign a new striker from Club America. He's 30 years old. A lot of people predict he's going to be the starter. Personally, watching his highlights, watching him play, he hasn't had too much game time at Club America. I'd stick with Asprilla until Moore gets back, but we'll see what happens. But Asprilla's going to go in the team, and then we're going to put Evander in as well. We are going to be capturing Moreno. That is going to be my Champion America team, and we're going to save that. And like I said, we're going to go to 220 as well, because I've got a few players that will be playing and should be able to hopefully get something out of it. So we'll have Jok Deng playing. Like I said, Diego Chara will be playing. Sinan Bakis is predicted to start this game. 15th against 16th, you never know. Lastly, we have got Yimi Chara, like I said, I reckon he'll most likely play. Or we have Eric Williamson, who, let's have a look. He has got I think he's here. He's got 45% chance of starting, so you never know. He actually has a 55 because they may play him at cam depending on what's going on. But I'm gonna put Yimi Chara in the team, and then in goal we will be playing probably Zach McGrath. I could transfer out one of the keepers and, for example, put someone else in, which I may do. I may transfer out within the amateur scene of things, put someone else in that's more likely to keep a clean sheet and play with that team. But we'll put that together, and that's one of those. Oh, we won't put that together because I am well off. I need to find a keeper with 33, a score of 33. This is the issue. Yumi Chara has got a very high score, which is very annoying. This is the one issue I find with Sorare is when we look at it. Like I was saying, Yumi Chara has an L15 of 65. These DMPs, they should count as zeros in my opinion, because he doesn't have an L15 of 61. Otherwise, he'd be one of the best midfielders in the game, which he isn't. These should count as zero. They should bring his score down to what is actually more realistic. So instead, we're going to put Eric Williamson in there. That gives me 46 points to go and find a goalkeeper for this weekend, which is something that I'll be doing. I can do that quickly now while I am with you guys. So we can very easily go common, apply. What's going on here? Here we go. I don't want to register because I can't register. I want to swap, and I want to swap in a keeper who has got a score of 46 and is likely to start. So looking at the keepers, score of 46, coming down. Blake, potential. Daniel, no game here. Is he the starter? Because I might actually play, or Brad Guzan. Is Guzan playing away? Chances are I'm not going to win. Whitecaps playing at home to Real Salt Lake. Potential. New England at home to Chicago Fire. There's potential there. There's a lot of potential here. To be honest, I'm liking Luca. Luca is going to be the guy for me. And we are going to go back into here. We're going to update my common cards. Luca, here we go. Yes. He has been putting up some big scores recently. 28 AA in a 2-1 defeat. Clean sheet, 18 AA. He can go in the team for 42 points. We will captain Diego Chara because he's the only one that's most likely going to start. And we're going to save that team. So that is going to be it for today, guys. Just 2 teams, 1 complete throwaway. But because it's 220, there's not a lot of games going on this weekend. Could be that sub 300 points is enough to actually put up a good score. And likewise with Champion America Limited, we will see what happens. But like I said before, please drop a like on the video and please subscribe, as it'd be greatly appreciated. And if you do have any questions, then please let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in another video. Goodbye.